Now let's proceed to the current trends in assessment in learning. So we all know that in 21st century, there are a lot of innovations and technological advancement in our society. And because of that, our educational system should also adapt to these changes, especially on how the teachers assess the students' learning. So now we will discuss the 21st century assessment. It includes, first, utilizing multiple measures of assessment. Because we are in the 21st century, we should not just stick to uh, one type of assessment. We should make use of more than one assessment to measure the students' abilities. For example, we should not stick to traditional assessment such as the multiple choice, true or false, matching type, and other paper and pencil tests because it also has a disadvantage. One of the disadvantage of the traditional assessment is that it lacks a real-world context. It just focuses on the mastery of the knowledge or the lessons of the students, but it does not let the students to apply the knowledge that they have learned. So that's why it is important to use multiple measures of assessment because the more assessment that we use, the more evidence uh, from the result of the assessment, uh, it will be more valid and reliable. Next, we have increasing the use of technology. So, technology is integrated in education, and it is very important to use also in assessing our students because it does not just engage the students in learning, but it also helps the teachers to um, easily assess the learning of the students. Just like what have Miss Kizon discussed about the role of ICT in learning, we should make use of these educational or technological tools to better assess our students. Third, focus on the growth and development of the learner. So in assessing our students in 21st century, we should focus on this, the development of the learner because um, they should have they should acquire the skill to demonstrate the learnings and to demonstrate the knowledge that they have learned in a real world task or a real world application so they can use it in real life. And lastly, differentiating the roles and responsibilities of teachers, administrators, and stakeholders. So in 21st century assessment, the teachers, the administrators, and stakeholders should be aware or should know their role in assessing the students. They should have a collaboration on how they will um, better assess the students' learning. Next, according to Walpert Gauron 2010, to help students become college and career ready, we need to teach them how to apply what they are learning in school to the practical and intellectual tasks in their everyday lives. So, of course, the teacher should teach the students how they will apply the knowledge and the skills that they learn from school. So it will help them to their journey as a college student and in pursuing their career. For example, if a student is taught to be digital literate in the school, he or she can apply it in uh, his or her everyday lives, especially when um, the students will be looking for a future job or pursuing a career it will greatly help the students because it is one of the in-demand skill in our society. Next, educational technology is used to increase the efficiency of education in teaching, learning, and assessment. So, educational technology is really a great help for the teachers, especially on how they present their lessons. It it will provide them innovative ways or creative ways um, to engage the learners in the process of learning. So they can incorporate activities, games that will motivate the learners. So if the learners is motivated and enjoying the way that the teachers present the lesson using those educational technology, there will be an increase or it will improve or increase the performance of the students. And in terms of assessment naman, there are educational technology that the teachers can use to assess the students and that will provide them feedback right away. So it will help them especially to better assess their students and also it is not time consuming. Next, computers and related technology are viewed as the future of teaching and learning. So it is considered as the future of teaching and learning because the integration of technology in education has greatly impacted on how the teachers present their lessons and also on how the students learn. Since we are in the 21st century, we are able to access information easily on the internet so that students can learn in different ways, such as watching videos, listening, and using interactive tools online. And in terms of the teachers naman, they can teach in different ways also because we are only not just sticking to the traditional setup, which is the face-to-face, but there are also ways to teach the students in an online setup, which includes the blended learning, the online distance learning, or distance learning. So now let's proceed to the criteria in choosing appropriate assessment tools. So these are the characteristics that the teacher may consider in selecting appropriate assessment tools, whether conventional or ICT based assessment. First characteristic is to measure the desired level of performance, including level of satisfaction, productivity, efficiency, and student performance. So it is important that we choose an assessment tool that contains this level of performance that we are looking for because it will provide consistent and objective assessment and better feedback to the students. And also, these levels are these levels will tell the students what they are expected to do. Next, cost effectiveness in terms of effort, time, and money. So the assessment tools that we should choose is worth of the effort, time, and money that we spend to achieve the desired result or to achieve the um, desired assessment that we need to assess in our students' learning. Third characteristic is that it should be useful, that it will produce results that provide information that can be used in making decisions to improve student learning. So the assessment tools that we use should produce this result that can help us to know what should be our actions to improve or increase the uh, performance of our students. and especially if there is a need to modify our instruction. Fourth is that it should be reasonably accurate and truthful. So it is very important that there is accuracy in the data that we collect from the assessment tools that we use, because it determines the trustworthy or the reliable information that can influence our decisions in the intervention or in our decisions in uh, improving the learning of our students. Next, dependable, consistent responses over time. So, in choosing appropriate assessment tools, it should um, produce this result, which reflects the reliability of the assessment. So if the assessment is reliable and it provides us the same result or consistent responses, then it is considered to be a good use um, in using to assess our students. And lastly, evidence of being ongoing, not once and done. So the assessment tool that we should choose or we should use should show this result of the ongoing process, the ongoing learning process of our students. It should not be just used in one time, because in assessment there is a need to know the students' learning and their progress in a specific subject. So it is important to utilize this assessment tool that display the evidence of the continuous process of learning of the students. So next, the reasons to use technology and education will be discussed by Ms. Romina.